All right, welcome back, guys. If you are with me, you must have already before you are watching this one, you must have already watched the monthly market review, because I think that's very very important that you have watched that before you watch the weekly, because this is the end of the month for March contract 2024. So we are going to April. Wow, like seriously, this year is moving so fast. Just January, before you know February, before you know how March has gone. Now we are going in towards April. No, to be told, most some of us are traders. We haven't even reached the our yearly target. We haven't reached the quarter of our yearly target. But the market has been so fumble, right? Seriously, it's only this month, March, that has given at least a very reasonable price action, right? In terms of intraday, it's only this month that has given what a reasonable intraday. So it's only this month of March that has given us what a very decent price action. So what we here to talk about is the weekly. We've just done with monthly, right? We now here to talk about the weekly market review. So we're here to talk about the weekly market review, uh, and one of the things we really need to focus on is we need to be able to identify where the highest of this month is going to be. If it's going to be big, now I've been trading since January to now. Mostly, not even, let me not just use the statistics, but let me use of since last year. One of the things I've understand is that the highest of the month is created on the first week of that month. All right, the highest or the low, the high or the low of the month is created on the first week of that month, which will be run on liquidity before it continues. So let's, for example, the month open and we already our draw on liquidity is already simplified. We are looking for low. Then we want to see the first week of that month, go in the opposite direction. That is, if we are looking for the price to go lower, we want to see the first week of that market go higher, right? So we are looking for lower prices, but the first week should go higher. That is, should go and seek liquidity that is going to be efficient for us to deliver that lower prices coming in the next in the remaining 3 months, 3 weeks. Sorry. So that is how price is somehow efficiently distributed. Now, this analogy does not work all the time, but statistically it works more in a year than a that is it works if we have 12 months in a year and it happens mostly maybe 10 to 8 to 10 times in that month in that year. That is, it is highly probably that it is going to be on that month, on that that is, it is going to happen. So the any analogy or any statistics, or let me even say any strategy that you employ on determining price, just know it is not going to happen all the time. But now you want to know what is the range of what is the statistic, like the statistic behind its occurrence. How many times does it occur in respect to a week, in respect to a month, or even intraday, like the things I trade on intraday price. I want to see how many times that particular things occur within a day. So and I this like, okay, if you watch my daily content, right? So I did talk about that particular pattern in my daily content. So if you stick to us, I think going in from April, you're going to learn more. So I think trading is not something you can learn in a day, in a week, or even in a month, or in 5 months trading bootcamp, or in 6 month trading bootcamp. But over time, right? You need to let time do its thing. But don't waste your time. Make sure you have a record that you are keeping for your own personal sake. Apart from these videos I'm doing, I have some certain rules and record I am keeping. On this video is another way of me keeping record, but how efficient is that record going to help me going forward? So I have my own personal record that I keep that is efficient, and majority of that record is the rules, right? Like my that pattern I look for intraday. What are the rules behind it? When is it highly profitable? When am I not supposed to even engage with it? So having this is a very, very good criteria for you to, be in the right position that is going to get you where you need to be. So I think this is a very good something I had to say. But not wasting our time, we need to get into what the business we have for today. That is the Euro US dollar weekly contract for which is the weekly contract. Okay, sorry for that. You have to start again. I made a mistake. Now, the Euro US dollar weekly contract for week 24th to 30th of March. That is the week range from what 24th to what 30th of March 2024, which is the fourth week and the end of the week uh of this week. So the weekly contract delivered lower after pricing higher into the previous week candle inefficiency, leading to the formation of what a weekly fair value gap or CB, and now confirming the weekly bearish order block candle, bearish or order block candle of the month of what of of the Monday 4th March 2024 weekly up close candle that leads to the change in state of price delivery. Now listen, what I'm trying to say with that statement is that this uh week week is the week that begins from what 24th of March and ended 30th of March 2024. And the week has delivered lower, leaving a fair value gap. And now one of the criteria for a good bearish order block is when we have what a fair value gap. Now that week has confirmed this candle what or as a bearish order block, right? It has confirmed that this candle is a bearish order block, which is the Monday 4th of March 2024 up close candle that lead to what is change in the state of this price delivery. And that is why we're going to refer to it as the what the bearish order block. Now, on the weekly contract, we can see that Euro did not want to seek the weekly range high and just trade into the premium PDRAs and price lower, now seeking sell side liquidity and pricing into the previous month low, which is the major sell side liquidity to look out for in price. What I mean is that now this is the weekly internal range liquidity that we initially while we invest here we were looking for this price, all right. And that is where we had the mistake earlier in the first week of this month. Now we were looking for the I was not we maybe you were not among you were not with me then. So I was looking for I was looking for this high as my draw on liquidity. Now we did not get to that high. Rather, we react off of this bearish order block. All right, we react off of this bearish order block, which I talked about it on the monthly candle, and that bearish order block is if you look at how we react off of it. Now look how the body of this candle respect the body of that bearish order block. Now we did not trade above it. Even this previous week still tap on it before delivering lower. And look how efficient that seems to be on the weekly contract. If you look at it like in this perspective vividly. Now uh we were as we were looking for this and that was not the interest for the market, so we react off of this area, which is again inside the weekly premium price, and now we are going lower seeking for lower prices, and also which has deliver us what a bearish order block on the weekly time frame, which is this candle that I indicated with the red symbol. So if all this is a characteristic for the confirmation of this bearish order block, then let's see how we react to it in the coming week or in this coming month of April. Now, the weekly range midpoint is at the bearish order block candle and I'm anticipating for euro to trade into that bearish order block, which will provide a short dip into the premium price and also afford the XY to trade into the daily, sorry, into its bullish fair value gap, that or bullish fair value gap, or BC, which is buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, that is inside the bullish order block on the weekly contract. Well, I before I go on the XY, but there is a correlation here. Now on the XY, we have a fair value gap that we are looking forward to price to go into it before going, and also the bullish order block on that. Okay, on that DXY. So if the XY is going to respect that, then there is higher probability that euro is going to respect and come inside. And even if we cannot get above this previous this week high, we are going to come inside and tap on this bearish order block and maybe inside wig inside this red area. So as soon as price gets above this red point, what are we doing? We are looking for opportunity to engage and to be a seller. Rather, we are not going to panic. All right. So because we, although it might not give us that opportunity, or it might not price higher, we might open and consolidate around this area and continue moving. But it's going to be more higher probability if we tap on it. That is, if we continue moving and if we get below here, we are going to still come back again and tap on this to go lower. So that is just characteristics that you need to know and things you need to put your eyes on. Now, if euro find its way into that bearish order block, I will be positioned to be a seller, to be a bear, or to be a bear on euro and a bull on the XY. As the current market condition is an ideal scenario, all things being conserved will mean that our buyers will be effective and delivered as call out. Now, I bring biology into this, but to still be told, if all these we have stated is being conserved, then that is a higher probability setup for us. So as long as all these things we are looking out for is being respected and being very very active, then we are going to focus on that. All right, so we are not going to overlook any of these whole price move or whole price action. Now, the weekly profile, focusing on the higher probability setups only. Okay, sorry, I had something before going. We're going to focus on what the higher probability setup was only. But before we go on to the weekly profile, I would like to go to the XY and read about the XY and state how correlated these two pairs are. So this is the DXY weekly content. So that's the statement for it, and we want to see how correlated these are. Now look how effective this whole thing is on the SY. Now if you look at the SY, you can see now the price action for the XY is more. So so now that we have seen that DXY has more information to tell us, now we have a bearish order block here, a bullish order block inside a fair value gap. What we're looking for, if we price above this area in the first week, then we are going to effectively expect next week to price inside this fair value gap and tap on this bullish order block that is going to derive us higher if and only if the SY is going to go higher. So having this criteria in price is one of the things that we need to pay more attention to. Now, if we open and we did not go high, we take this area that is more ideal, then we are going to continue higher price delivery. So if the SY is going to come lower, then there is a higher chance that euro will have to price back into that areas of interest, which is that red line that was indicating a bearish order block on the on euro. So if the XY is going to respect this market scenario, then euro we have to go to that area of interest, and that will make it more ideal scenario for this trading setup. Uh, Now I let's go on a daily time frame. I might not give us the daily market review because I have effectively shows much on this price. So I'm going to wait till after uh Tuesday market delivery before doing my video, except market trade on tomorrow, which is Monday, and then I'll decide to do daily market review. But already, if you still want to look in depth, you can go and watch my Friday, no, my Thursday videos, which is 28th March 2023 videos. If you watch that video, you're going to understand more about the intraday. But I'm going to stop this video on this time frame for the purpose of what for the purpose of fasting, because I want to go and prepare food that I'll eat. So that's it, and I'm doing this video actually on Sunday for 5:57 p.m. So the weekly profile is an obvious. So the weekly profile for DXY is an obvious what Tuesday as the low of the week and Friday as the high of the week, and we can see how we prices moving with a void liquidity void. So we want to see how this week is going to open. But our first and foremost draw on liquidity is this buy side liquidity. Sorry, this buy side liquidity. That's the area we are looking forward to. I'm going to make sure it is on this current interval and below. So this is where I'm looking out for initially. So first and foremost, I am not going to be so hypothetical looking for this. But if we price and we take this, then we can now think about, if we take this area, then we might see price retrace back inside and fill this weekly void before we continue with weekly fair value gap or BC. So I will go into the Euro weekly profile. Then we call it a week, Abi. Yeah, we call it a day. So the the weekly profile is the Euro US dollar weekly profile is an obvious Tuesday, 26 March 2024 as the high of the week, that price into the daily fair value gap and fill it completely, giving it an efficient price action. I'm referring to this particular down close candle, which is Tuesday, that filling this fair value gap and giving it what complete price delivery. While the low of the week is formed on Friday, 29th March 2024 candle that sweep Thursday candle low and price into the weekly range, leading to the formation of what daily fair value gap or CB. Now, seen on the daily time frame that the weekly bearish order block is almost above the daily bearish order block PDRA, which is our major PDRA. We are considering to see if euro will want to wick into that weekly area of interest. Now, listen, on the daily time frame, we have this as our bearish order block. Right now that our weekly bearish order block is here, we want to see if the market, that means we are looking for a particular day that will weak. It's not going to be the body of the candle is not going to come inside this area, so it's going to wick above this area before delivering lower. All right, so we are looking forward to that day. Then, if we did not get to that point, it's still ideal. We can make use of this bearish order block, but higher probability this bearish order block, the weekly bearish order block. Then, if we get to that area and react off of it, then we can project to see more lower prices on DXY, on Euro. So I hope this video is insightful and it has given us our views on the monthly, weekly, and also the daily. The intraday is going to come on Monday after Monday price delivery. So uh it is awesome having this video with you. If this is your first time coming to this channel, please follow me, click on the follow button, subscribe to this channel, and what give share this video to family and friends that are interested in trading. So I hope this is enough. We'll call it a day. Thank you for coming and God bless you. See you on Monday.